Well, hello, and good friggin' morning. So, alrighty then, yeah, I was talking about doing this one for a good long while. So, AC1, friggin' rocket only. Man, I absolutely friggin' love this game. It's so friggin' good. But yeah, so, actually wasn't sure if this one would be entirely possible, so, went ahead and, did a little bit of testing. Actually, we're a little bit short on letters here, so let's go, how do I, go back one, there we go, copy T2. Yeah, this one definitely has a shorter character limit for whatever reason. So there, Coffee Tato. Close enough. Close enough. We just decided to give you this JPEG diploma. You just come in, and we flash this JPEG at you, and then we try to kill you. That's how we do this hiring process.
System
Normal type
engaged.
stuff. But alright. It does appear my analog stick is not mapped. That's something to look into. Alright, so I'm gonna have to remember to do that. Also, looks like I'm still running triggers on this. Also something to fix. Yeah, I thought I got all these settings done yesterday, but oh well. Yeah, so yeah, looks like this starting map's having a little bit of minor slowdown. Not the end of the world, but oh well. So yeah, we'll be switching to rockets as soon as actually possible. So that's going to be pretty much as soon as we get back. That should be one pack of smalls that's actually affordable. Again, still unclear why this, why only this one map so far seems to have lag issues. Oh well. Get that sorted out in just a moment anyway. You know, these, have to say, these starting MTs that you end up fighting are pretty surprisingly tough. Like, as far as the intros go, I think these guys might actually be one of the most losable intros in the series. Well, I mean, of course, if you're not counting friggin' Lost Raven, but I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts.
You are a raven.
What a raven? You are a birdie. Okay, so first of all, go deal with some settings here real quick. Except I can't do that. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and continue that on there. Oh, whoops. Well, I just did it dumb. Okay, so, definitely didn't want to do that, so we're gonna go ahead and stop that emulation right there. Yeah, so I might have accidentally exited out of it. It's fine. Sometimes I hit the wrong button, but let's go see what's going on with that video there. Why are you having issues? You have not had issues before. Also, let's go ahead to gamepads here. Where is my dang analog stick? Can I not have one with this emulator? I guess I can't. Huh, how about that? Okay, whatever. It's gonna be a little bit different from what I was expecting, but that's perfectly fine. Actually, it's funny. The directional controls, I would argue, are probably even better. Like comparing analog and directional for this one, just because whenever you're going and boosting around, especially with reverse joints, which I plan to be using for this run, it's weirdly easier to do that with the face buttons than it is the analog. But either way, I'll see if there's some way to turn on analog in EPSXE. There we go. We'll just go ahead and skip that this time, and this time I won't exit it like a dum-dum. Or wait, do I still have my test save, or did I get rid of that? Yeah, got rid of it. Well, that would have saved a second. That's fine. That's fine. We just missed the intro. Or rather, get to see the intro twice for a double the intro action, which is fine. Practically no one's showed up yet, so is how it is. There we go. Cafe Tato. Get a nice JPEG going on there. Don't know if the singing kid toys carry through, but that's normal. By the way, is there a issue with the connection, if anybody would be able to tell me? Because can't help but notice a few people came and went super fast like, so that usually means that there's an issue with the connection. So it would be good to know before we get things rolling here. Yeah, they definitely introduce you to the stun mechanics early. So I'm going to be going with an HRJ. It's not the best stun resistance ever, but it's still reasonable enough. Thing is, stun is kind of the thing that tends to make or break these kinds of runs. So, generally trying to be as stun resistant as possible. One note, by the way, this is the only gun in the game that actually has proper recoil attached to it. It's kind of weird. You'd kind of figure that they would have gotten that past the very first one, but I guess they just never got around to doing it.
On, you are a raven.
I'm a birdie! Yay! Okay, so I'll go ahead and save it. Best menu music in the entire series right here. Alright, let's go to the shop, sell some crap. Same rule applies as with many of the other games, where you can actually sell your starting legs for a little bit of extra money. And get rid of that, get rid of that. Basics of this run, I just can't use anything at all that is not a rocket. So all weapons have to be rockets. Okay, so where are you, reverse joints? There we go. It's like even these ones, which are the ones that I generally prefer using, even those ones are still a little bit less than the ones that you start with. So either one of these are fine. Let's see, what's got better shell here? This one's got better shell, I might just go with that. Yeah, better stability too. That's why I went with it last time, I think. Now, as far as rockets go, carries 50, carries 70. That seems like a good deal to me. I believe those might even be the mids, which sounds pretty darn nifty-like. Alright. Gonna swap that out on the right now. What is your attack power here? 2240. So yeah, these are the 70 mids then. Alright, well we need to adjust this color. That is simply not acceptable. Need it to be a little bit more starchy than this. Alright. Go, get a nice little rust color going there. Let's see, secondary... How do I switch? Right, how do I switch stuff again? Start, triangle, up, down... Left, right, left, right. Okay, it's triangle. There we go. So, secondary color, we'll just go ahead and make that a nice kind of dark yellow, as it were. Even almost a blackish. Or, you know what, let's make that kind of pinkish one. There we go. A nice starchy color. Yeah, the coloring stuff is a little bit different. This one. Go ahead and go for the black on the joints there. Looks pretty nice. And then for the last bit, we're just going to go for a nice turquoise blue. There we go. I like that. I like that look right there. Now, normally I save the turquoise for the little details there, but something about the turquoise in PS1, PS1's coloring stuff is just... I don't know, I just love it. Just love it. Alright. Add an emblem. Let's... How do I switch colors here? We're gonna just friggin' make this ghetto as hell. Okay. Do that, that, that. Yeah, sure, why not? Do that. Kinda looks like the bottom of a coffee cup a little bit. There we are. That's looking pretty legit right there. Now let's get probably mark this off. We don't really need that guideline anymore. And let's go ahead and switch over, I guess, to something like this. There we go. Put it like that. Probably switch over to yellow here. Wait, crap, box, right. Like that. Like I said, this is going to be a very ghetto as hell looking emblem here. It'll happen, it'll happen. Got a nice red on the bottom. And then I guess we just need some gray for the smoke, and we're basically good to go on that one. Yeah, let's put a line here, put a line here, put a line here. Man, this sucks. Okay. Looks about right. And now we just need the birdie, so... Let's go ahead and make him turquoise this time. Old coffee bird. Gotta draw you a little square. Give it little toes. It's funny, my wife makes fun of me for this bird. Why do you keep drawing that bird on everything? It's like, I wanna. Is my birdie. But yeah, funnily enough, this is actually based off of a project I had growing up at the Opera House. It was just like, make yourself a family emblem. Like, I don't have a family emblem. Which is funny, because it turns out I do have a family emblem. Like a family crest, apparently overseas or something. But, yeah, no. Oh man, he's gonna be the robotic coffee bird this time. But yeah, so I had a bird at the time, so I was like, yeah, screw it, I'm just gonna make the coffee bird. Alright, let's black out this area. Actually, we might as well just give him some proper colorings if we're gonna do it like this. Accidentally made him into a weird alligator thing. Alright. Now, we go ahead and give him a little beaksy-like. There we go. Nice little beaky beak. That's looking like a beak right there. Okay, maybe green eyeballs for some reason. This is looking, I want to say weirdly Jewish, but that seems messed up to say it that way. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, let's make this a little bit more triangular. Yeah, that thing looks jacked up. I should probably zoom in and fix that a little bit. But no, that looks about the same range of sucky that I wanted. Give him more giant eyeballs. There we go. Oh man, that's looking creepy. I like it. Dude, why does he look so freaky? I love it. Okay, how do I exit out of this without... There we go. Apply? Yes. I like it. A creepy neon bird. Ah, man. There's something weirdly satisfying about all that. Alright, let's go ahead and save that crap. And get on with this rocket run then. Could I probably have redone the Starch emblem? Yes, but I want to do my coffee bird. Dang it. And he looks like he came out of some weird, like, Day of the Dead nightmare. It really reminds me of all those weird neon, like, Day of the Dead things. When that end up coming around. So come to think of it, been advised to do something real quick here, so let me go ahead and change one of my Twitch settings. Switch that over a little bit to retro. Yeah, for whatever reason, nobody ever shows up unless it's retro. Do I know why? Absolutely friggin' not. That's just the way of things for whatever stupid reason. And, yeah, I'd like to see some folks showing up, so there's that. Okay. So, now then, first mission. Go ahead and excuse the annoying cat in the background. Did I remember to save it? I don't know if I remember to save it. I want to try and do a no-fails kind of run. Actually, I might as well just use save states for that matter. So I kind of wanted to do a no-fails run of this. Kind of like I did for, well, kind of like I was trying to do for AC3 and Sideline. We'll see, we'll see. It's mostly just because when I was doing my test run of this, it wasn't that some of them were excessively difficult or whatever else. There was a lot of, like, everything seems fine until it isn't. Okay, good. Save states are working right. Just making sure that they're working right. Okay, they're hanging out here. Go deal with things. Will do. Yeah, it had a... With those ones, it was usually something more like, okay, it was legitimately difficult, you know, maybe the rocket run couldn't quite pull it off. With this one, it's usually more along the case of, like, something janky happened. Like, for example, there's one defense mission early on that I kept running into issues because I would simply get stun-locked by a random MT. Kind of felt crappy. Is that going over him or not? It's a little, it's gonna be a little hard to get re-used to this now. I'm just kind of getting used to the jukes, as it were. But yeah, the mid-rockets are able to take care of most things without many issues. So yeah, this is specifically the hover I was talking about. Like, going forward, just plain forward, is something that it's weirdly just more efficient in this one, is what I'm trying to get at here. Despite all the stuttering like an idiot. Stuttering like a friggin' freshman on their first date. Anyway. Well, aren't you a toughie? There we go. Friggin' tracker. No way you survived all that. Yeah, funny enough, a lot of the MTs actually don't even aggro. So you can just kind of pew-pew them from off-screen. Now, I believe it said there's 8 of them, right? I remember some of them are in the walls. Which is funny. I wonder, of the people looking at this, I wonder how many actually played the demo of this. I think my first ever introduction to this series was playing this demo over and over, trying to see how well I could do it, thinking that maybe if I did it well enough, they would actually give me access to more stuff. But there was no such luck, unfortunately. Oh well. We tried. But yeah, my brother and I played the hell out of that demo, dude. So just so you know, I don't know where all the hidden items are, I don't know any of that. I absolutely adore this game, but aside from, let's see, the Sawa, the Moonlight, and a couple other ones, I haven't gone and memorized the locations of everything or any of that. So there's that. Alright, we have new mail! Mail's all like, hey, hi, you got robots. To all new guys, you suck, and you're gonna die. Okay, fantastic. Now, let's go to another mission. Story unknown it is. Cool. Yeah, we'll, go ahead and get right on that. Usual joke of, the friggin' Isaac City Guard can't do jack. Can't wipe their bum without somebody coming in to help.
System engaged.
I help, sir. This toilet paper is overwhelming. Can't
This
possibly
is the
do it.
guard. We've cornered the enemy as expected. We'll leave the rest up to you.
Yeah, you could probably beat these guys with a wet paper towel roll, dude. Just saying. They're not exactly challenging. But yeah, first...
The test vats. Lab and security personnel proceed to the site immediately.
Okay. Well, a little bit late on that, but alright. But yeah, it's a little bit easier, I think, to do the jukes in this one.
Raven, our troops have already begun fighting inside. Move in while supporting them.
Okay. Love that sound. But yeah, as you can see, the rockets... Wow. Okay, that's funny. Like, oh, they've already started fighting. There's 2 guys left. But yeah, the rockets are just so much better in first gen. You can actually do stuff with them. You don't have to wait 45 minutes for the dang things to reload. It's like they were actually designed to not suck. Who knew? Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and sell that crappy generator, because that thing is garbage. Goodbye, Senor Garbo's first baby generator. Now, let's see. I'll put... that's ideally the one I want to get here. Yeah. Just want highest output possible, just full stop, because there's really no point in not having high output on this one, because there's no heat mechanic. Okay, double checking that states are working, and they are working fine. Okay, let's go ahead and do this thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the actual save menu between different things here. Alright. It's this one with the tractors and the one hidden part way on the back of the bridge, if I recall. Let's go do this thing. Which, by the way,
System
speaking of revisiting oldies but goodies, like, did you ever see that AC2 apparently has a bunch of like undiscovered crap in there that I guess they're data mining it now or something? There's so much undiscovered crap in there going on. What? You just took out your own guy. And I'm trying to find that hidden part, thank you very much. It was somewhere. Truth be told, if it's not here, I don't even care that much. There's the line of operations. It's right there. No, then I really don't care. Is it in that truck, maybe?
Target achieved.
Oh well. The world may never know. Oh, it says Satori. Sorry. For some reason, it doesn't update. Like, it doesn't update anything. I had already updated that thing for like an hour, and I guess at some point it was just like, okay, I'm keeping an hour-old version. So, sorry about that. But I literally can't change what the preview actually says. You know, actually, what I could probably do is go on the Discord and get rid of the preview so that it doesn't say anything at all. That is some weird crap right there. Okay, preview. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, all it says is Coffee Potato Twitch on my end. Odd. No idea what to tell you. Huh. Why is it doing that? Okay. Whatever, moving on. Moving on. Okay, I think Rescue Truck is... No, that's not the one I thought it was. This one's funny, because you just basically run side to side. Okay, what did I miss? We're discussing AC design. Well, not very much so far. Just
System
intro stuff,
engaged.
and I made the creepiest version of my emblem yet. It kind of looks like some weird Day of the Dead
The
nightmare.
truck's load is poison gas. Avoid hitting gas canisters if you find them.
Yeah, this is, you know what, here, just to save loading time in case this goes south, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a state right there at the very beginning of the mission. Oh no, they're talking in Japanese! That's how you know they're serious. They're all like, oh no, samurais and crap. Get back here. So this is the one that I was... This is why I'm saying it's like, this mission is just running back and forth. Because, yeah, these guys are kind of dicks. Yeah, adjusting the view is a little bit fiddlier than in later games, because you still have that same having to adjust for up and down and all that sort of thing. You only have so many shots, and every one of their shots is a stun. So it's a little bit annoying, but hey. There we go. Yeah, when I was doing this run last time, I had small rockets, which had quite a few more shots. They were a bit more spammable. Alright, pal, come on. Yeah, in previous test runs, you just basically went and hit all the way in the back here. But once you get to this curve, that's when stuff gets a little bit hilarious. Alright, getting about there. Or we could just do this, I guess. I really like these MTs, like their general idea. Like little Judge Dredd looking situations. They're just basically... Oops. Sorry, truck. Anyway, you survived that. And then, yeah, we'll have reinforcements here in a second. They're kind of inconsistent in terms of how much damage they take, I find. Like, I'm not sure why that is. Like, that one guy took 3, this guy took 5, first guy took 4, and then, yeah,
Enemy
these guys...
approaching. Danger.
Danger, danger, danger!
Danger.
Love that. Man, why is this game so charming? So, yeah, you just sit here and spam them, basically. Because what are they gonna do?
Test
Like-
mode engaged.
What? Test mode engaged, apparently.
Target
70
achieved.
rockets, how heavy is that? Not very heavy. Yeah, there's a minor splash effect to the mids, a decent splash effect to the heavies, and then there isn't one for the smalls, but they fire super fast. So what I actually wanted to do was try to go for a heavy and mid type of load, and just like adjust between smalls and larges as needed. But alright, let's, how much monies do I have? Not really enough to upgrade my... Not really the upgrade I want to make. Alright. Alright, not that one... No, wait, this is the one I don't want. Okay. So I'm gonna try to stick to the same old Starch Die build as usual. Basically gonna make exceptions for that in cases where there's maps where you basically have to hover.
System engaged.
Actually, no, I won't, because that's not even a thing in this one, is it? I don't even remember. It's been a minute. Oh well. Go, goodbye to you, goodbye to you. Eventually. thankfully, due to the way that damage and heat mechanics work in this one, you can get away with bum rushing stuff a bit better. You don't have to worry about getting overheated or any of that nonsense. Don't have to worry about parts getting blown up. Just good old fun mech action. And amazing music on top of it. Use this guy as cover. But yeah, I love how even way back then, you know, they still have the same thing where you can use enemies as cover and stuff like that. Friggin' mech warrior looking things. Get out of here. Friggin' who let all the MTs out of the MT pound? Like a bunch of stray dogs with rockets. I remember there was a hidden part in this map too somewhere. But again, I don't think there's any of the hidden parts that I really need for this run, so
Target
whatever.
achieved.
We'll mostly just ignore it, but yeah, we'll check on the weights on the rockets in just a sec here. Okay, there we go. That should be just enough to upgrade the booster. Another church with a hidden item. I think the church with the hidden item is Master of Arena, with a very similar map. But yeah, that one I do specifically remember. I think it was, I want to say it was a generator that's sitting on the altar of a church. But yeah, that one I do remember. Let's get rid of the booster. Definitely saving some money by not having to upgrade the FCS. Alright. Yeah. That'll do. That will do. I know I can sell parts. Why would I not be able to sell parts? Anyway. Yeah, weight-wise, it's only 718. Like, I want to say that thing was 8 or 900 by the time LR came around. And only had 50 shots. And about half the fire rate. Roof gun replacement. Hardest mission ever. And they pay you with leg parts, which you can sell for monies.
We've arrived at the combat area. We'll leave as soon as your AC is deployed.
Yep, hopefully you actually do. It's funny because in some instances you can actually see this thing get destroyed. I forget if it was in this version or when they remade this in Nexus, but yeah, in one of the versions I remember you can see the dropship get destroyed. If they end up glitching out and staying around too long. Alright, let's go with that. A little bit of lag and jank, as it were. It's funny because they're taking care of most of this mission for me. And we're done here. Simple. What's its attack power? 2250. So it got reduced down to 1560 later on, but yeah, 2250 in this one. So the mids are pretty friggin' beefy. For reference, by Last Raven, the larges did 3100. So that's pretty darn close. Now, kind of think about what do the larges do in this one. Okay. So it carries 70, carries 50. Do I even have larges? No, but I do want to get the 100 smalls. Yes, I need 32 grand for that. Get these legs out of here. I mean, that's a pretty penny that they gave us there. Let's see, can I... yeah, I can afford these. So yeah, I don't think I even have access to the larges yet. And again, I could just be completely wrong, who knows? Meant to go to garage, sorry. Man, this game flows so well. That's what LR should have taken note, dang it. This is how, these friggin' games are how you do it. Okay, so this thing is slightly too heavy, actually. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and sell that then. Okay, shop. Sell. Actually, probably what we want to sell. Let's see, we got a little bit left over. Kind of weight are we looking at here? We need to get about 100. What are these arms looking like? Yeah, about 1,000 on these arms, so let's go ahead and get something that's about... just standard lights are perfectly fine. By the way, is that sound? Is the music in the background coming through? Do I have to go shut that toy off? I seriously wouldn't mind. I think it's pretty obnoxious. Okay. Huh. It's weird that the normal average part is not that part. Sounds fine. Yeah, first gen parts are pretty jacked in terms of balance. Kind of great. Alright, whatever. You know what? We'll just take that part back. Let's go ahead and sell... Let's go upgrade the head. At the very least, we can upgrade the head until we can use those rockets. Okay. How much do I actually have? 20? Alright, whatever. We're gonna sell those rockets in order to get a better head. Why am I going to the garage? Because that's where it was in other games. Dang it. Yeah, I'm certainly no expert on first gen, but I have played it enough to know how to get past all of it. So, do we have the radar? Yes. Let's go ahead. Go ahead and get this radar rebuilt. But yeah, the reason I was asking. Yeah, finger point quick win. I mean, not so much as that. It's more like you highlight something until it dies eventually. There we go. That's looking more like a starch diet. Okay, missions. There's one in particular, the one in the factory that I think it's a worker robot removal. Alright, let's drop state right there. Remnants of squatters. God, you guys have a really weird problem with very heavily armed squatters. Who has these problems, really?
Combat system engaged.
How dare you come here? Don't get carried away just because you're a Raven.
Okay. I mean, you guys are attacking. If you didn't attack, I wouldn't be attacking. I'm authorized to blow stuff up.
There it is. I believe the device on the wall is the lock mechanism. Destroy it.
Yep, I guess we can just go ahead and assume that the operator's crazy. I know Royal was talking about this glitch a little while ago. He did mention that he managed to fix it somehow.
Raven, help me! Little monster!
Right. Yeah, okay. They're called squatters. Although, I don't really see how this is squatting so much as an insurrection, but whatever. You know, definitions are definitions.
You will be shot down! Do something about them now!
Okay. Thanks, guy trying to sound like Schwarzenegger. I think it's like mixing up one of the firing sounds with random voice clips. Hi, Nineball. This is pretty great. Friggin' ED-209 looking situation back here.
Combat system
Battle over.
disengaged.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm loving these random voice clips. I don't even want to fix that glitch. It's beautiful. It's somehow adding all kinds of nefarious backstory to all this. We've got more mail. What's it say? Just thanks. We've got a sword on our thing, so you know we're legit. Yep. Terrors from the shadows, if you say so. They weren't in very many shadows, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Let's go ahead and do reclaim oil. They stole our crap. Go shoot drones with rockets. Okay. Yeah, them dudes aren't squatters anymore. I don't know why they even call them that. I dropped a state before this one because I'm not sure this is going to be doable with just 70. Let's observe for a second here. I mean, they do only just kind of dip up and down, I guess. Dang heli choppers. This is a weird map. Okay. 'Cause yeah, the ideal here would be to have those 100 smalls, that's why I didn't want to do this one. Funny part is, there's a little bit of a weird dip, as you might be able to tell, like, around this point, there's a part where it just suddenly tips it all the way up for some reason.
The battle seems hard fought. We will now engage in support fire. Stay
Okay.
safe for a while.
Cool, I didn't know they did that. They're gonna do that. So are they just gonna win it for us now? In which case,
Battle over.
wow.
Combat system disengaged.
So why do you need us for this again? I took out like one. Actually, no, 2 of them. Thanks for the free money, I guess? Ah. Yeah. Easiest mission ever? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, 3 was in many ways supposed to be a remake of 1. You got the facility, we hope you'll work for us in the future. We're shiny, so you know we're legit. So, they call themselves Struggle. Funnily enough, Struggle actually shows up as a bit of a reference in Silent Line. But they're never mentioned again. Alright, so, let's drop a state right there. I think, yeah, even rescue survey team. You basically just go and rescue the dudes. Like, go find our weird tractor thing. We'll pay you monies. Yeah, AC-1 definitely flows better than some of the other ones. Just because, obviously, it was the first in the series, they wanted to get the tone right, etc. There was no precedent going into the thing. Let's see if I can slightly, vaguely remember where to go here, because I'm pretty sure I don't remember where to go at all. Like, I know they're in like a hole or some crap. Also, this place always reminds me of the Another Age intro, where you got the weird walker dealies. So funnily enough, yeah, they'll just blow each other up. Because it's AC-1, the AI sucks even more than usual. Yeah. Suppose we'll just follow the line of MTs. Now, whatever. I mean, if you guys are going to tell me where they are, fine. None there. I think they're all the way at the bottom, if I recall correctly. You. Probably no real reason to do that. I don't know if I've been here already. I guess it might even just be easier to beat all these guys, and that way I know where I've been. We're never going to become relevant again. Hi, janky controls. Nice to meet you. Yeah, proto-disorder units, pretty much. One nice thing about these things, by the way, is that usually... I don't know what the actual... Oh wow, they teleport in. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but they're just enough to end up completely erasing a bunch of MTs and skipping the animation. And as you can see, they've got a pretty forgiving hitbox.
Raven! Thank goodness. Destroy the gate lock device. This will certainly open the gate.
Yeah, that's how gates work. If you break the gate, or you break the lock, that'll totally make it open. Oh well, just go get rid of this guy for good measure, and there we go.
Battle over.
Done
Combat
deal.
system disengaged.
Don't friggin' deal. When we get there, by the way, I do plan to do the double 9-ball fight without blow-up cheese. Just to clarify. Okay, pursue dude. Oh, you look familiar. Find MT, make a MT go boom. RJs give good or bad stability? They seem about
Combat
the
system
same,
engaged.
like, decent but less than you'd expect that they usually get. They're just really good for hovering. Hi. How's it going, Spazzy MT? And I completely forgot about this one. There's so many bits I completely forgot about. Just smash MT a couple times and then run away. Is that enough damage? You're gonna run now? Okay. By the way, this one has a hidden part too, does it?
This is a guard. The bottom floor is for drone use only. Get it over with before he gets there. We're counting on you.
Okay. I mean, this is obviously scripted for how much damage he takes. And again, I wonder if I can trap him right there. Hey, buddy. I know, shame, huh? Think about that floor you can't get to.
Battle over. Combat system disengaged.
They have good in second and third, but really bad in late third? Yeah. Depends. Well, actually, no, it doesn't depend. They ended up having sucky stability and sound line for me because they kept using the side shields, and I didn't know this. I didn't know about the bug. Oh yeah, let's go do the dealy. Yeah, so stability-wise, they're providing about 2,700. We go to this shop. If we compare it to the others, standard mids, 1,000. Heavy is about 2,500. Yeah, so they're actually comparable to the maximum weight heavy legs by the looks of it. So yeah, actually, it's better than I thought. Okay. We get light arms. A little bit expensive, but they're gonna be worth it. Yeah, that crap is stable as hell. Though it should be said that these are the heavier burst joints, not the ultra light ones or whatever else, not the super chickeny legs. The beefy man legs. Back Urban Center, that's just mean. Backfield Depot. Alright, let's go get us a Sawa. I think I have enough for this. Probably should have saved beforehand. Well,
Combat system engaged.
whatever. I think I have enough for this.
Defenses damaged. Cannot continue combat.
I mean, if you say so, we just got barely planked, lady. No! Japanese are attacking. Yeah, would have been good to have the 100 smalls for this.
Lock
For this one.
destroyed. Combat halted.
This is quite confusing. Boom, boom.
Main system engaging combat mode.
We've been here for a while.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
Man, they just, this is actually kind of a good mental tactic if you think about it. It's like they just keep going and putting out all these messages that usually program somebody to drop the controller in frustration. And there's so many of the missions you can fail immediately
Lock
without even
destroyed.
doing anything wrong.
Combat operations halted.
So why does it keep saying about lock destroyed, everything failed? Where's that even from? I don't even remember.
System engaged.
Trying to get the Sawa up there on the left. I think, or is that the one in the back? I don't know. It's one of them.
unit
We're just gonna go ahead and
destroyed.
sell that stupid thing.
Combat halted.
Cute. What you done all? Yeah, Nintendo to you too. Quiet.
Is that you, Raven? The target is in this sector. We're counting on you.
Oh, I think I know why I think it's in there. I think that's when my brother and I were kids, we just kept looking in there.
Enemy reinforcements found.
Oh wow, one of the messages is actually legit. Let's go and check this
Capsule
crap out.
obtained.
There we go. Hi there, most busted gun in the game. How's it going? James, somebody
Defenses
just kinda left
damaged.
you here.
Weapon obtained. Test mode disengaged.
Sweet reinforcements you
Valkyrie
got there. It would be a shame if they didn't even matter.
Enemy MTs identified as guards.
Nah, you don't say.
Capsule
I
obtained.
thought they were stray cats. I mean, just friggin' shoe in my mouth. And they're seemingly taking care of themselves.
Defenses damaged. Halting test mode.
Huh, this is a weird test. I didn't know you could actually go into test mode and blow up fuel canisters. Alright, so is that all of
Enemy
them
ranking
then,
AC
or...
identified
what are we
as
missing here?
Valkyrie.
Oh, she's coming by too, huh? Friggin' Couture Burrito. Japanese barista over there. Doesn't stop Koji Burrito in me.
Target obtained.
And Kojima Burritos. There we go, that should be the final one, and then we just need to GFO. Right. Is that everything? I don't think we need to beat the reinforcements, right?
Name of AC. Enemy reinforcements found.
Aw. Some dorky helicopters you guys got here.
Capsule obtained.
Capsules? They're paying me in capsules? Lame. Let's go to the side
Defenses
areas.
Test mode disengaged.
Now, do you remember if I have to beat these guys or not?
Enemy MTs identified as guards.
Doit? I thought they were chickens.
All targets destroyed.
Nifty. So,
Raven, that is enough. Go back now.
okay. Don't have to tell me twice, suddenly they're able to get past my
Battle
armor.
over. Combat system disengaged.
There we go. Been like a decade since Austin went, well, dang it! I thought you knew all the stuffs, man. So we lost money, but we got Sawa, so we got money. You know, it's funny because, like, considering how absolutely jacked the Sawa and the Moonlight are in this, it's hilarious that you can get them for so cheap. Like, if you start with Master of Arena, you can basically get both of them by the end of the first mission. It is dumb. Now that we've gotten that, we should be able to equip the 100 smalls. 100 smalls... Where are my 100 smalls? They're all in a weird order. Dang, cowman! Why you don't know everything forever, God? There we go, just on the line. So we should be good on both speed and firepower at this point, because this thing's just a walking rocket blob, basically. By the way, this is what I was talking about the world's creepiest bird emblem. God, I love that thing. Alright, go ahead and cancel. Yeah, I didn't change anything, so what up? It better not have just deleted my emblem. Go ahead and do a hard save on this one, just for good measure. Yeah. Moonlight, finger, and 2 ammo packs. Yeah, that is some gross crap right there. That is some absolutely filthy nonsense. That's like what? It starts out with 3,000. Each of those give what? What are they giving this one? They give like 50%, don't they? Let me go to the shop. I think you can actually see them already. It's something absolutely filthy. Back arms. Back weapon, even though they're not back weapons. Are they even unlocked yet? No, they're not unlocked yet, but I think it's something like 50% each. Yeah, we got a bunch of peoples, I know. We got people's coming in, it's great when that happens. Hello, lurkers! Big guard freight train. That I can does. Go beat a crazy guy. Like, hey crazy guy, how's your day going? He's like, I'm doing great. I'm gonna run into a box while you hit me repeatedly. Yes, that is exactly what your day is gonna consist of.
We've reached the fuel depot. Dropping AC.
Well, you could just land us instead of dropping us. Not job.
Combat system engaged.
Also, sweet desert camo for the made out of woodland stuff.
Defenses damaged. Cannot
See,
continue
see,
combat.
this is why you shouldn't have dropped us. Defense is damaged already. One drone down. Freaking Shori Bardo over there. One little droney man.
Lock destroyed. Combat
I don't even
halted.
have a lock. Slightly missed, but yeah, this is what I wanted the 100 smalls for. Like,
Main system
all this little
engaging
garbage,
combat
basically.
mode.
So we can just sit here for a while dealing with planes, then dude guy shows up, and then we deal with him.
Defenses damaged.
it
Halting
really
combat
wildly
and
swings
returning
around.
to the nest.
Like, whenever you're aiming these, the general hitbox for him is pretty forgiving, but dang, it's just like, it's super wild for its swinging around. I'll get hit already.
Lock destroyed. Combat operations halted.
We kind of hit some stuff there.
System engaged.
And they're delivering the end gauge. It's only a few hundred years too late for that thing to be a commercial failure.
AC unit destroyed. Combat
Nope, he
halted.
hasn't even shown up yet. Well, then again, maybe that's why he didn't show up yet. Alright. Come on now, jets. Stop hiding behind stuff. Yeah, these are definitely... it's funny because you'd think that this would be easier than Last Raven. But the way that it
Thank you,
wildly
Raven.
swings around...
The target is in this sector. We're counting on you.
Uh-huh. Good to know. Probably should be doing is just standing still. There we
We've
go,
reached the
finally.
fuel depot. Dropping AC.
You already dropped us here. Are you drunk? Why do we keep hiring drunk people to fly the jets? Problem is I've spent so much time on these things I might actually have to restart this one.
Emergency. Emergency. Intruders found in the facility. All security personnel
That is
intercept
some
them.
loud speaker they got here to be echoing in the desert. And
Don't you understand? You are totally out of line. You are going overboard.
uh-huh. Okay. Let's try aiming at him from up here. Maybe this will go a little bit better.
The truck's load is poison gas. Avoid hitting gas canisters if you find them.
But I'm trying to hit the gas canisters on these jets. Oh, why do you swing so wildly? What is the speed on these things exactly? I might just switch to the mediums here. The Dragon Arena was garbage, spread weapons were good, and dozens were 50%. Yeah, the Dragon was kind of hilarious. The 1000 MG
We're almost at the
was
destination.
almost entirely worthless in Master of Arena. There we go. Let's go try that again. This time with less absolute suckage. Actually, what I should be doing is using meds on those. I think they have a slightly larger box, so that should do it. Mr. Cow,
We've
are
reached the
you
fuel depot.
trading all them
Dropping AC.
friggin' hanties over there? Over in chat?
Combat
Jeez.
system engaged.
No, charging mechanic, what have you done?
Cannot continue combat.
Dude, we're continuing combat just fine, thank you. Yeah, this was kind of remind me of Star Fox 64. Alright.
Lock destroyed. Combat halted.
There, finally. I just have a really small hitbox.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Let's try the mids, see if that works out a little bit better. That worked out great.
Halting combat and returning.
Then again,
to
he was
the
also
nest.
kind of right up my nose. So... little column A, little column B.
This folder.
Yeah, it feels like their
Almost at
hitbox is
destination.
slightly larger.
Unknown craft approaching rapidly. Unknown craft approaching rapidly.
Yeah, thanks. I heard you the first time. Look at him, he's so unknown! He's so unknown, his weapons don't even work like they should. Bringing stun chain gun on this guy. And triple missiles and all that crap. So we got all them jets coming in. No, we don't. Alright, where's Mr. Dudeman? But yeah, sometimes they'll just sit here and run into a box repeatedly.
This is Boulder. Refueling complete. We're underway.
Nifty. But yeah, triple missiles are on a BS because they're happening several games early. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm talking about with the wild swings, there's kind of a little quick tap that I got used to from the other games. It is way more precise in this one. Why is it? Oh man, his missiles lag the game like crazy. Yeah, he should be just about done here. Wait, what? What do you mean lead car uncoupled?
Battle over.
Huh.
Combat system disengaged.
Exactly, red sunglasses. Alright, there we go. So, first AC fight, not a problem whatsoever. As you can see, they hit way harder in this one, so... despite the overall jank, it's still doable. The red AC. Never imagined that the guy would show up. Just originally known as a very well-able Raven. Well, why do you never really bother to update since primary AC? The one time he failed a mission, and has never appeared again. And his AC reappeared. Appeared on battlefield to act like a mad dog. Okay, well, I don't know the real reason. Gotta have a crazy backstory, that's the real reason. Okay, more missions. Exactly one. Was there ever any doubt? Gotta go fight chaos. Oh man, this thing's gonna suck. You know why? Because that is uneven ground. It's like the main...
The test MT you'll
that
fight
looks
is
dorky.
completely automated. There's no need to be timid. Give it all you've got.
Okay, I plan to just
Combat
spam
system
missile, well,
engaged.
spam rockets then. Not gonna lie, gonna be mostly focusing on evasion against this guy. Actually, no wait, this is his first version. It's pretty easy. Formula front before formula front. There we go. Yeah. He's got a pretty wide frame, but they'll never end up fixing that. Switch over to those mids. Get a little bit more punch out of this. Probably only a bit more. Yeah, there we go. We're done.
We got some
done
excellent
here.
data. We'll put it to good use
Chaos
in the
control,
future.
exactly.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, it's some excellent
Battle
data. We made a
over.
really big wide target
Combat
with
system
dangly little arms and no
disengaged.
firepower. How could this possibly go wrong? I guess they were trying to save on materials or something. But it's about time to start buying up some of them option parts. So for this one, I'm actually going to probably stick with the standard core. But alright, let's get some optionals. Option parts. Alright, So, disable missile lock-on is very yes. Probably afford one more. Generator capacitors, yes. Solid rounds, yes. Because that's going to be most of our issues. We need energy rounds too. But we'll deal with that as time goes on. Alright, because yeah, these things are just flat upgrades, don't really have to worry too much about them. Right. Right. Well, I guess we'll sell the jammer. 2 slots left. That's why we probably want a lighter core now that I think about it. Okay, sell that jammer. Jammer. Yeah, what do we got for 2 slot ones? Reduces energy rounds. I don't have enough money for that. Yeah, reduces recoil. We'll go with that. And then we'll get the energy one, and then that'll probably be the build for now. I love how the one that absorbs hits is called abs. Yes, you get the packs. Become the man beef. Yeah, attack urban center. So I guess we gotta do that one now. Alright, so it's the Valk fight. So, by the way, hang on one sec. I gotta go check on Pitto here, make sure everything's all good there. So let me just step away for like a minute and a half, give or take. Hello again. I am back. Alright. All's good with the children's. Let's do this crap. Quick save right there. So yeah, the saves are basically just so I can redo it, because I could just friggin' flub and fail through some of these, but
engaged.
dang it, it's not the way to do it.
Defenses damaged. Cannot continue combat.
Alright, let's go ahead and use all the smalls here. Thinking Koji Barda.
Lock destroyed.
Funny how I can't knock down these trees. I can't knock down
Main
those
system
either.
engaging combat
Gotta knock
mode.
that down. Is Valk even gonna show up? Gotta get killed off, man.
Defenses damaged.
Oh, what?
You, in the AC, surrender immediately.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that.
If you resist, we will attack without mercy.
Because you guys have been shown to be so competent. Oh, attack without mercy. Attacks without mercy anyway. These guys count as lasers?
Intruders found in facility. Security personnel, move to intercept.
Bit late on that. Squish cars. Sorry, random people with your cars. I don't really know why we're doing this, but good.
Raven, there seems to be nothing else here. That's enough. Please return.
Okay. I mean, if you say so, but I'm seeing plenty here, so I think I'll just stay, thank you. The 3 to 4, or 3, 4, what is it? Yeah, a bunch of TBM's compass members don't have defense options. Yeah, I don't really see those guys lasting. There were a bunch that made it through, but...
Valkyrie found.
Yeah, well, they're all gonna need some Valkyries. Oh, Valky. There, that took long enough. Alright, Valky, where you at? You can usually tell by the sheer unmitigated filth coming out of their chain gun. Where are they? Where are they? You gotta hunt me a Valkyrie. There they are. But for serious though, where does she keep hiding? Let's get you finished off, because you're just annoying me right now. I don't know why she came in so late though. I think I might just redo this one because I want to actually fight her. Oh, there she is.
Scheduled time exceeded.
Nah,
Deeded.
no, we're doing that again. I want to actually fight her. Alright. So yeah, every
Combat
AC
system
fight that's possible I
engaged.
do want to actually do. So let's go ahead and squish cars. Squish cars, get money.
Defenses damaged. Cannot continue combat.
Should be able to squish cars, then probably go for that monorail wherever it is. Suck it, street sign. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah, these guys are impressively bad
destroyed.
guards that they haven't done anything
Combat halted.
yet. So what happened? Oh, like 50 cars got squished. And we have to redo our entire infrastructure. Where were you
Main
guys? Oh, you
system
know,
engaging
don't have break.
combat mode.
I think it might be time.
Defenses damaged.
Might be time for when
You
we show up.
in the AC, surrender immediately.
Nope.
If you resist, we will attack without mercy.
Don't care. Fight me.
Intruders found in facility. Security personnel, move to intercept.
So I want to say there's a bit of
Raven, there seems to be nothing else
bit of
here.
tendency for this thing
That's
to be
enough.
on the left.
Please return.
That is to say, the shots on it are a bit wider to the left than they were in the other games. Okay.
Enemy reinforcements found.
See? Like they're just wandering to the left sometimes.
Valkyrie found.
Good. Go ahead and find them to death then. There's that filthy chain gun action. Alright. Yeah, that's annoying. God, that thing is filthy. Oh man. I love that they just completely mixed up what uses what sometimes. Alright, fine, if it's gonna be like that, maybe I won't. Jeez, maybe I'll just go. Okay, yeah, no, that's a definite redo. I probably should have just accepted the first one, to be fair, but yeah, no. So yeah, that's what I was wanting to show off.
Combat system engaged.
Yeah, the giant bugs are horrifying. Some things are nightmares. Okay, let's go ahead and break that.
Defenses damaged. Cannot continue combat.
The optimal strategy that I recall being here for actually beating Valkyrie, and I think you get a secret part out of it. It was actually just go around the buildings on the other side. Yeah, are you seeing that? Like, look, it's just it's
Lock
got a
destroyed.
spread to it.
Combat halted.
It's weird. Can't say that's ideal. Oh well.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Yeah. Not here. Where was it? Maybe it was here.
Defenses damaged.
You in the AC, surrender immediately. If you resist, we will attack without mercy.
No, no, no. I know. I know. I saw the reference. They're not coming in with their healer. So yeah, the rights are going to be for
Intruders found
precision,
in
the lefts are
facility.
going to be for spam.
Security personnel, move to intercept.
Raven, there seems to be nothing else here. That's enough.
Okay.
Please return.
There's clearly other stuff here. If you say so. Yeah, I wonder if they actually use energy projectiles. Like some fire blue, some fire yellow. Does make sense. Okay, come on, Valky. The ideal
Enemy
stream.
reinforcements found. Valkyrie found.
That just flew straight through his head. There we go. So now I don't know where she's at, but I want to ideally fight her anywhere that does not involve trees. Dude, would you just... Thank you. Yeah. Let's see what she does here. That felt though. As long as she doesn't break out, yeah, that exact thing. I think that's probably the second most broken thing next to the finger. Like the whole auto slug gun thing that she does here. I forget how I did this in like a few seconds. There we go. Hit her a few times, it's close enough. Be like doing this forever. Oh, that was some bull crap. Yeah. Because I would just end up redoing this forever.
Scheduled time exceeded.
Whatever.
Combat halted.
It's trying to be accurate to different points where the rocket can come out of when using a dual shoulder pod. Each comes from a different spot. True. It could be. Could be. I mean, I know they do fire from the actual spot where it should be, but as far as the individual barrels, never really thought about it varying from that. That would be a surprising amount of detail. Okay, whatever. Sometimes Ravens fight each other. Sometimes they come in with absolutely BS weapons that don't actually exist. But okay. Hang on. I will be right back. We got a little kiddo, Well, hello there, every folks. So, I think I got time for maybe one or two here. Until, gotta feed the little guy here, so gonna be another little break there. Okay. I'm gonna send out dudes to destroy a factory, scout the entrance, find the point of entry, and destroy the lock. Okay. I'm sure nobody will notice a giant mech doing that. Okay. Back 6 minutes after you start, so you're executing the mission within this time limit. Okay. Nifty. Let's go get this thing done. That's hilarious. Love how somebody leaves the second I come back.
The main core will arrive in 6 minutes. Find the entrance.
And just shrugging off
before
missiles, you know, usual drop attack kind of
Combat
stuff.
system engaged.
See if I can remember this. Probably can't. In ages. Alright. Not gonna bother with the MTs for obvious reasons. I'm gonna bother with the MTs later, anyway. There we go. Okay, that's funny. Like, we need you to go find the thing. That's why I've conveniently labeled it on
Core
the map.
system destroyed. Transmitting coordinates.
But they already knew it.
We have your position. Break in from there.
Okay. I mean, you told me where it was, so whatever. Whatever. Thanks, no first-gen
Battle
cutscene
over.
skip.
Combat system disengaged.
Oh, I kind of thought I'd be able to participate, and they can be all like, "Oh, we're trying to get in, we're trying to break in." I'm all like, "Pew pew! I've only got 50 jillion rockets left." They're like, "No, but we gotta get to the thing to blow up the stuff and save some princessness or something." I don't know. Anyway, let's go buy things with those shiny new monies. Actually, no, wait, that is not enough monies. We need to go do one more. Right over here. Stuff to Dark Souls. It's always cracked me up. Like, Dark Rings, the first thing they went with, and then it was like, oh wait, that actually means butthole in England. Like, okay, we'll go for an Armored Core reference, and then we'll add some parts as an Armored Core reference, and then nobody got the Armored Core references. It's like, I love how the general assumption with everything about Black Iron Tarkus was, it's like, yeah, No, he's a reference to all this different Berserk stuff combined into one. Like, or look at the helmet; it's exactly the same as this head part. No, don't question it. Like, whatever. I mean, the sword
You've
is.
arrived at the
Like,
combat
everyone knows
area.
what the sword is.
Many mines have been planted in this area.
It's not exactly the
Very
first time.
careful in your movements.
I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. Fighting a
Combat
gang or some
system
crap?
Engaged.
Whatever. Probably should have paid attention to that. Boom. Alright, so mines everywhere. But they will just proceed to run over. Pew 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 pew. Go stand in between some mines. Yeah, getting knocked into the mine is more likely than actually stepping on them. So yeah, generally speaking, I prefer to just stand still for this one. Or for these kinds, I should say. Because this literally just comes up every single Armored Core game. It's like, go fight tanks in desert. I don't think there's a single AC game that doesn't have that. And then I think beyond these, they might have reinforcements later, or that might be the MOA version. Oh, dang it, would you just let me aim? Just slightly tap it, thank you.
Battle over.
Alright, it's not the one with
Combat
the
system
reinforcements.
disengaged.
By the way, the hissing from the sink, is that coming through? Because that's also equally loud. Also, I don't know what they paid me with, because it sure as crap wasn't money. I'm gonna see if I have stuff to sell. Alright, goes to the shop. Go sell thing. Do I have thing to sell? Yes, I think. Go from shelter. Shortens lock on time. Dang, I'm totally gonna use that. And I need 38 for the energy thing, so I need one more. Let's do this thing. Okay, guard warehouse or stop MT. Let's go find dude. Okay. God, that thing's dorky looking. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Big old chunky thing. Hit it a bunch. You got it. Love how there's like 5 or 6 missions in AC1. They're
Combat
like,
system
we couldn't beat
engaged.
this guy, so go find him in the bottom of a giant friggin'
Raven,
dungeon.
There is a total of 3 control panels. Destroy all 3 as soon as you find them.
Will do. It's the intro music. Also, wait, what's pew-pewing me? Oh, that's you. Stop pew-pewing me. It's rude. Rude. Wait, I guess I don't have to blows it up.
Gate does not move.
The gate ought to move then.
Gate lock
Thank you.
unlocked.
Totally legit. That's how gates work.
High energy response found.
Pew. These aren't very good for the one thing you assume they're good for.
Unlocked.
So let's see, if I recall, now I go around the other way, right? I think so. Dang, giant space dungeons. Oh, by the way, interesting note. It seems like energy was much more forgiving in Master of Arena. Like, having played the 2 side-by-side recently, it just seemed their way. Okay, now we go back. Now we take an alternate approach. Oh, this is the same level as last time. Cool. Question is there an alternate approach here? Right. This is a lot of backtracking for the very start of the level. Hang on, where's my zoom out? Okay. That goes that way, that connects to that other thingy. This is in no way hard to navigate using this kind of system. Because technically speaking, I haven't mapped out this area completely, but yeah, this isn't seeming like the right way. These kinds of moments that you wish that you had overboost. Alas, no boosts. Although this thing's arms exist strictly for opening doors. Okay. Come on. Not that guy. I just run through that, will it blow me back though? That's the question. Alright, that's some bullcrap. Please keep that filth over there. That is just me. That is just me. Oh, come on. Hit the dang thing. Hit it. Stupid spazzy nonsense. Oh boy. It's about to get loud over here, so I will just go ahead and mute this real quick. Alright, yeah, this thing is annoyingly bulky. Already burned through most of my shots trying to deal with it. So let's try just going through this, so screw it, I guess we can just do that. I don't feel like wasting any more on it before we don't have enough to actually deal with the boss. But yeah, the scatter fire on these smalls is not great. I'm gonna have to switch over to the 80s or whatever. I think it was either 70s or 80s that the smalls had. Alright, you just keep your filthy, never-dying nonsense up there.
Unlocked.
I'm assuming you can just shut these off, but I'm just gonna see if this is the way to go. Whoa, what the hell? Okay. Oops. Not frame skip. Let's try that again. This time with less sitting there getting shot at forever.
Combat system engaged.
Raven, there is a total of 3 control panels. Destroy all 3 as soon as you find them.
Get that filth out of here. Yeah, now it dies. I think they might not actually have a hitbox on that big old rope thing on their head if that's the case.
High energy response found. Gate lock unlocked.
Also, another funny thing to note here. Like, they basically specifically show an MT running into the thing. Say, hey, look, it'll blow you up. They specifically say, hey, high energy thing, don't run into it. And then it doesn't seem like there's any other way to get across it aside from running into it. I wonder what that's about. Alright, buddy. Yeah, they definitely don't have a hitbox on their big globe thing. Mean. Alright, make up your... It's kind of like it's picking a random point and then just like... It scatter fires for the first couple of them, and then whatever that last one is, it just sticks to it. That's what it's looking like to me anyway. And we're getting out again. Now those Legos are so hard to deal with. Alright. Right back. Yeah, we'll have to note here that the fact that they have no hitbox on their globe thing, and that's the only part that actually sticks up above their cover, kinda mean. Wonder why they would do it that way.
Gate lock unlocked. Gate does not move. Battle over. Combat system disengaged.
Man, wait a sec. Wasn't the point of coming over here to go fight some guy? I thought you were supposed to come over and fight some guy. Some giant MT that they couldn't deal with. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna step away for just a sec here. I'll be right back. Hello! Alright, let's get this thing going. So, got plus SKP next. I think anyway. We're gonna test that out. See how that works out. So I dropped a save right there. Oh, can't divulge any details, just go fight that guy that's gonna go flying all up and down like. So, if I'm remembering numbers
Combat
right...
system engaged.
Well, first of all, we're gonna need to go ahead and hop onto these little platforms.
Defenses damaged. Cannot continue combat.
We can continue combat planning, thank you very much. But we're about to go get us a generator. Which I love how their explanation's just like, yeah, they stole it, but they just kind of left it hanging around. For some reason.
Lock destroyed. Combat halted.
There we go. You can't pick it up from on top of it. Okay, surprisingly enough, having reverse transfer this one
Target
kind of
object
sucks.
obtained.
Target obtained! Instead of AC part acquired for some reason. Okay, so he's gonna hop around.
Target identified as the enemy leader's MT.
He likes to call it an AC, but sure.
Emergency call received. Opening emergency channel.
Okay, what's it say? Probably says nothing, because you're speaking lies again.
Scheduled time exceeded. Combat operations halted.
Dude, we
Leaving
just got
combat
here.
area.
God, temper your expectations, lady. I'm just gonna wait for him to land.
Target object obtained.
Just kind of lands, and then he fires around a bunch. Like right there.
Target identified.
Me too. Yeah, well, that's what you get for freaking signing up for OPI, dude.
Battle over.
I mean, the
Combat
human plus is
system
nonsense.
disengaged.
Who needs it? You just need... You don't even need a lockbox. That's the thing. That's what this run's proven. It's like the ultimate anti-H plus run. You don't need H plus. You don't even need a friggin' lockbox. You don't even need a better FCS. All you need is some good old rockets. I was actually expecting that to be a little bit more difficult, but I forgot that he lands like he does, like that. Truth be told, most of this game I haven't, just like Cal was saying earlier, haven't played this in like a friggin' decade also. But, that being said, you know, I still had a reasonably competent test run recently, so got a refresher on some of the early game. I don't remember most of the rest of this. Yeah, recover capsules, and guard a warehouse, guard a new type of radar. Okay. Now starting a warehouse. Good chance someone intentionally sabotage it. Protect the radar. Do not know the enemy's target, but you must not let them steal it. You know exactly what the target is. You know, or optionally, you could just not store it there. Alright. This is the one with all the planes, I think. No, this is the attack blimp. Okay, that one's gonna be annoying. Okay. Oh yeah, mecha ants, yes. These somehow self-replicating mecha ants. Sounds legit. And yeah, their
Combat
queen does
system
crazy amounts of
engaged.
damage. Thanks for not letting me, you know, actually fire in that intro there. Also, yeah, some of the creepiest music in the series. Although later on there's one that has no music whatsoever. And that was just even worse. They'll probably all get a free hit or two off. That's to be expected. But once the queen comes, I'm basically just saving the mids to completely unload on her, because it might take 20 or more. Just if usual rule of thumb on bosses is to be believed. Ah, these rockets definitely don't seem to aim. You know what? I think what Cal was talking about is that they're aiming straight out of the actual device rather than the reticle. So I guess we're even more blind firing than usual. Oh yeah, that's probably what it is. It's probably adjusting the model a little bit, so it's firing differently. The music's awesome. Yeah, that was a great post somebody put on Reddit a while ago. It's like, you gotta love how they vary from like, no, go hop in your giant robot and cause mass chaos, or go fight all these dudes and be awesome, to like, there's giant space bugs melting our city in half, to stuff like, oh yeah, now I got fused with an AC, please send help. Like, what was it? It's like, it's too late for me, go save yourself. Alright, thankfully, usual trick of just running back and forth here seems to work just fine. Why is that? I could have sworn we've been down to 2 like 3 or 4 times now. Yeah, no, they're just popping out. Alright, you guys done now? Now they're just respawning. Okay, fine, screw that then. Well, oh yeah, those horrible clicky sounds. That is a weird respawn point for them, too. I get paid extra for each one that I get. I hope so. Otherwise, that was a real waste of rockets.
Target identified.
Target identified as holy crap nightmares. But bear in mind, these are somehow self-replicating mechanized
Emergency
super ants.
call was battle over.
Oh wow, that only took 3?
Combat
Really?
system disengaged.
Dang, that thing is way weaker than I remember. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. There we go, we got 80 grand, we can probably get that energy defense thing now, and yeah, I'm actually gonna leave it with a mid for this one, at least unless I need some more speed later. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it with a midway core. It seems just on the right line for this one. Typically for this build, I end up having it be a little bit different. Typically, I end up having it use the lightweight core and then some side shields, but I guess this is basically the same thing for first gen. So that's what we're gonna do. Seems a little bit weird that the optional parts don't actually, you know, take any energy or anything. Always seemed like the kind of thing that should happen. Like you're kind of overclocking your AC. Okay. Of these, I think recover capsules is probably going to be the most doable. Was attacked by fighting machines. Yeah, let's go save the Human Plus lab. This seems like a great plan. Oh, hang on. Just a second. Yeah, I had the mic muted on purpose that time. Just because it's getting a little bit randomly loud. It's that time of the day. So I might just wrap it up after this one. Because everyone's all up and being hyper and everything. Not to mention, this one's pretty creepy without any sound on it. So I love how they basically show you on the way in, like, oh yeah, there's totally some guys down there. We should try blowing up this vent. And apparently they just kind of did it for me. Alright. Yeah, this variable rocket fire thing, by the way, I don't think that was actually the case in Master of Arena. I think they fixed it by then or something. I was literally just messing around with rockets in that one and it seemed perfectly fine. Whee! But yeah, so it's all super loud and crap, so enjoy the sound of kids' toys. Oh, wait, why did 2 not do that one in? Or just fine for everything else? Are you the one tough guy? Oh, I guess one of them must have missed him and hit the guy behind. Yeah, suddenly switching over to the smalls here, because I vaguely recall there being a boss at the bottom of all this crap. Although I think that might be Find Struggle Leader I'm thinking of. Guys are going through a lot of trouble to hide their random friggin' plot pods. I know I don't have to fight this guy, but screw it. You can just completely fly past all these guys, it doesn't really matter. I don't think they even pay you anything extra. Okay, come on. Stop doing that variable fire thing. Friggin' changing where it wants to fire every single time. It's especially creepy because it sounds like some child's voice saying "it's okay" over and over in the background. What the hell? What the hell from? Why are you so creepy?
Capsule obtained.
Sweet. Got our weird bank teller pod.
Battle over. Combat system disengaged.
Disengaged. Alright, yeah, depending on what missions are next, I'm probably gonna call it there for today. Been a pretty lengthy one. I think we're about halfway through the game, give or take. Prototype MT test? Yeah, I want to do that one real quick. Chaos Part 2. Now he flies.
Begin the test. Fight with all your might.
No might actually taking place here. All just rockets. Maybe fight with all your spuds. You might strafe him a little bit with the smalls. Actually, you know what? Screw it, don't need to do that. He's still got a pretty big hittable frame. Got a little bit of stun on him. Probably still not a lot of AP. Good bit of stun though. And some okay jukes. He's got a little dance moves going on, which is hilarious. Got 2 more on him. And when Kids Toys batteries start running low, I don't know if you can hear that, but dude, that crap starts getting demonic. I think it's one of the reasons we keep an absolute crap ton of batteries around. It's just like, you do not want those things out of batteries. It sounds possessed. That's it. Should be done. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so, think we'll go ahead and leave it off on that one.
Sorry, but you get no break.
Okay, fine.
Try a test against another MT.
Fine.
Start.
Show up on my radar. This about kind of reminds me of the end of Twisted Metal a little bit, where you suddenly have to fight a guy. You're like, oh yeah, we're sorry. You've won the tournament, but now you gotta friggin' fight not Warthog, but Demon. Ah, crap. Sneezing is loud. Okay. I didn't sign up for this. Though, realistically, it's just gonna take a couple more. I don't even know why I'm dodging it, because it's not really doing very much damage. Should just do this. Like, dodge shots are way, way, way more annoying in first gen. Just because this whole variable rocket fire thing, I have no idea where it's gonna go, so I can't fire accurately at all. Like in Soundline and all that, it was always, like, it's going exactly right there, so you can...
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, room for improvement, like actually giving it some armor and maybe actually making it not be a huge target. That thing's profile is ridiculous. It's all huge gantic. Yeah, they took 18 grand for their tests. I mean, sure, glad to go ahead and donate money to you guys. You could have at least, you know, paid for my repairs. Douches! They did that in later games. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and sell that part. Man, if we didn't have... Oh, man, can you imagine, like, if you didn't have the option to sell parts? Let's see, custom-made unit have both power and capacity. Seriously though, are you hearing that? That crap is possessed. Alright, whatever, now I'm gonna sell the fancy one. What was this one that I got? Juices from cannon fire. God, that sounds possessed. Okay, okay. Yes, you know, sure. It's so creepy sounding. Guard airplane? No. Guard destroy airplane computer sounds more like destroy best computer. Okay. Okay. Blow up the thingy, which looks suspiciously like the last boss. Okay. Nifty. Alright, let's go do that some such. Suddenly everything's slightly quieter. Yeah, no, I'm probably... If this ends up taking a while, I'm probably just gonna go right there. I should probably get to other things. Get out of my way, Roomba. I don't know what I'm really doing here aside from go blow up the thing, so... I'm assuming the usual rule of go down to the lowest part and make things go boom. You know what these are? They're, shivs. Freaking XCOM shivs, exactly. Like the crappy default variant that almost nobody used outside of Impossible mode because they were just too sucky. And it's funny how that works. So, with Enemy Unknown, they have this weird thing where they had Impossible difficulty be almost impossible, and then it also came up with this kind of interesting situation where, even though it was suddenly way more difficult, it also caused you to use some stuff you never ever would have considered using. Like, for example, shivs or this, well, little robotic unit you can get. You can just replace them pretty easily, and weirdly enough, they have the highest early damage that you can possibly get, but it's only like 1 or 2 points extra, so you usually don't bother. But anyway, then I've been doing a lot of attempts on Iron Man Impossible for that. And yeah, sure enough, they definitely make you use those more. I say a lot of attempts. I've actually done it before, I think 2 times now, so it's definitely not impossible, but it's definitely some BS difficulty for sure. We had a tape of a dog once that somehow changed, and the dog ended up sounding like a demon. Well, creepy. That is definitely creepy. But yeah, no, kids' toys, when they run out of batteries, they start like chipping out and going all like low-voiced and everything. Like, exactly stuff out of a horror movie. And the best part is, they love to turn on randomly in the middle of the night. Like, you'll go out, oh crap, you know, my cup of water ran out or something, so you go and you go to get more water, and suddenly one of the... We have a play area next to the kitchen here. And suddenly one of the toys will trigger in the middle of the night, just because they all trigger my movement, and especially as the battery gets low, they'll just trigger at random. So just suddenly the toy will go off like, oh, it's time to go play! Thank you for being my friend! Like, oh crap, dude, wow. I did not need that at 3 a.m., thank you. It's super creepy. Yeah, parenting adventures. Also, I love how this place keeps getting attacked and they just never bother repairing it. It gets worse and worse every time you come here. They just keep putting in more units. Like, yeah, we'll get around to fixing it eventually, but let's be honest, they'll attack it next week. Just realized there's a Raven named Crow. There's actually a couple Ravens named Crow. There's one guy in Master of Arena, because there's always a guy, like, freaking in Master of Arena, but, actually, no, wait, there might be 3, because I think there's one Macy too, also, isn't there? But yeah, funnily enough, Crow and Crow Predator, 2 different things. I just thought, I always ended up mixing up the 2. I think Crow has the Jouster, and I think... Or no, wait, does Jouster... No, that's Sidehawk that has the Crow Predator. I forget which one Crow has. Alright, we got the Vader hallway. What do you think? Is this hallway a reference to that one hallway in Star Wars? It's like suddenly a bunch of MTs, you open a door, mow them all down. Oh, god dang it, is somebody else moving? Why is there always somebody moving here? How about this plan? Screw all y'all, I just want to go by. Yeah, you guys are boss material. See ya. Loading. Oh man, I'm gonna be the guy.
You? You're a Raven? I don't know anything about those things here.
Well, that's convincing.
What did you hear? Forget it. Prepare to die.
Okay, Mr. Montoya. Funny thing about that, you're just gonna run forward, and you know what? These things can't like a friggin' truck because it's first gen, so let's do this. You just friggin' started me off with a crazy damage lead. Our children dead. Okay, there we go. Boom, boom, and we're done here. Right. Right.
Battle over.
Mr. Big Glowy thing.
Combat system disengaged.
Man, that's a really cool fixture for a nightclub, not so much for a computer. Sweet, even got $200 out of that. Let's say I doubt there are any crows named Raven. There is, actually. I'm pretty sure there is. Because, there's been plenty of experiments with, well, with specifically crows and ravens, and apparently crows are just really good at holding grudges. So I'm pretty sure at least somebody must have called it a raven by accident at some point, because they look very close. But yeah. Okay, so that's done. I was honestly hoping to just kind of do this in one sitting. And make plain computer go boom. Okay, destroy the nose. Name the meteor site Big Hit. That sounds legit.
This is the target. The nose of the downed plane is in the center.
Yes. Introduction takes longer than the actual thing.
Combat system engaged.
Alright, switch over to mids.
Enemy craft seen around target.
Goodbye. We're done here. Okay. And Kojiri Bardas. I forget, do I have to fight these guys? I guess. Freaking midget bots. Okay.
Enemy MTs identified around target. Number of MTs 5.
If you say so, there's... no, actually, I guess there's like 3 left. Something like that. Koji the Barda. The Japanese Viking. Come on.
Enemy reinforcements identified as
Seriously,
as
why are they like
ranking
mini
AC.
ACs? What is this cute Lego crap? They literally just look like scaled down models.
Enemy found.
Yeah, I found him too. He's gone now.
Enemy reinforcements found.
Boo. Can I just leave though? We already blew up the thing.
Capsule obtained. Comwe Mark 17 found.
Oh, there's a tank. Get up, Mr. Tank. Shame about your mobility. Hang on one sec. Okay. Land, there we go. I don't know what's going on with my controls here, but they're definitely not being great. Oh, crap. Actually, I might lose it. Guess I'll bother trying to evade then, huh? But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to end it at this point anyway. So I'm muting it, have a good one, and gonna try to finish this up.
Defenses damaged. Cannot continue combat.